Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a soft natural glam. In case you're running out of time, this is a very simple and easy method. It's just going to be soft, natural and calm. If you're watching me for the first time, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share and also comment in the comment section. If you've not watched my previous videos, please do that because I have lots of amazing stuff for you guys. So I'm quickly going to move into the video. The first thing I did was to do her skin prep, but that I did off camera. So you can do that, or you could easily, if you don't have your skin prep product, you can just quickly use a face wipe, clean your face and go into this immediately. But we all know that the skin prep will make the makeup to last long and it will give you a healthier skin. So that's it basically, guys. So after doing that, I went in with her shade of foundation and I'm using Zikel. So if you're going to be doing this on your clients or on yourself, you need to go in with your shade of foundation. Don't use any foundation that is too light or lighter than your skin tone. It's important that everything should blend and look like your neck, your skin tone. So that's it, guys. After doing that, I just applied that foundation all over her face, and then underneath her eyes I went in with a concealer that is about 2 to 3 tones lighter than that of her skin tone in her inner eye corner area. So that was what I did, and I blended everything on the both sides of her eyes. So right now I'm going in with a foundation that is about a tone lighter than her skin tone, and I'm just going to blend it properly. Okay, so this particular foundation is to give the whole makeup like a yellow undertone so that the concealer that I applied at the middle will not be too light. At the inner corner of her eye, that is underneath her eyes, will not be too light. So that's what I mean, guys. And it's Zikel that I am using at this point. So Zikel products have really been working for me, and that's what I've been using for quite some time. But as time goes on, I would also try as much as possible to try other products so that I can give you guys the review. But as for me, Zikel products have really been amazing. They are not too matte or too oily. It doesn't even really have oil, but everything just like goes smoothly, and it brings out the beauty of the makeup, any makeup you're doing, and it also gives a long lasting makeup. That's what I've noticed about Zikel. So that's it, guys. So at this point I'm trying to contour the nose. I know the makeup is a little bit rough right now, but trust the process, guys. You're going to see how amazing this is going to come out. So some of these steps that I used, if you're running out of time, there are some steps here that you can skip. You mustn't do everything. So all I'm doing is just blend, then you contour and highlight the nose. So at this point I'm highlighting her forehead. So you mustn't necessarily use the products that I'm using in this video. If you have some products with you that are similar, you could easily just use that. So for her jaw, just tell her to fold her lips, or you can also fold your lips so that you go into the areas where the foundation would not have gone into. So that's it, guys. So at this point I'm applying powder, and on her contour area, I mean like the contour, her forehead, I'm going to apply the shade of her skin tone. You know that she's really she's a dark skinned person. So I'm applying a shade of her skin tone, and then underneath her eyes I'm going in with a shade of foundation that has a little bit of a yellow undertone so that it blends and looks more like her skin. And that's what I'm doing, guys. So in this video I'll be using different sets of brushes. So all you have to do is to make sure that the areas in which a big brush cannot go in, you can easily just use a small brush. So that is it. All you have to also notice that blending is key. You need to make sure that you blend properly so that your makeup will be really neat and it will come out beautiful. So right now I'm going in with a darker shade of powder in the shade of her skin tone, and I'm just going to apply that to contour the both sides of her nose. So that is what I am doing right now, and I'm just going to blend that area properly so that it comes out nice. And then I'm also going to highlight her nose using a lighter shade of powder in this powder palette. So I forgot to mention the powder palette that I am using is from My Cheek. You can use any other powder palette that you have right there with you. It all depends on what works for you. So in setting her face, I'm going to use Sacha Buttercup, and I'm going to apply that underneath her cheekbone. You really need to make sure that you don't use too much of setting powder. Everything should be subtle. It shouldn't be too much. It should be calm. If not, you discover that your makeup, you start having lines and patches here and there, and you don't want that. So don't use too much setting powder. Using too much setting powder has never worked for me, and that's why I'm telling you guys this. So I'm applying the setting powder basically on her T-zone areas, her forehead, underneath her eyes, her jaw, and then in addition I added underneath her cheekbone and also to highlight the middle of her nose. So right now I'm just going to allow the setting powder to stay for about 10 minutes while I go ahead to draw her brows. So I didn't really take much time in drawing this brow because you of course know that if you're in haste, you really don't have time to start setting the brow and doing plenty things. No, you don't have time. So I quickly just drew it. I drew a thin line underneath the brow and another thin line on top, and then I used Zickel foundation to conceal. So you can use a foundation or you can use concealer to conceal. It all depends on what works for you. So I just went in with one foundation. That was what I used. So right now I'm just going to use a nude shade of lippy from My Cheek lip palette, and I'm going to ask her to smudge everything together by rubbing her lips against each other so it will be properly blended. That's just the easiest way in doing your lip. So that's it, guys. And at this point I'm going to quickly apply gloss because I love to use gloss a lot. It gives the makeup a particular shine and it brightens the person, your client. It brightens you as an individual. So that's why I love to use gloss, but matte too is bae. So for her eyes, I'm going in with powder. I'm just going to use the powder that is in that of her skin tone on that area. I'm not doing too much. I'm just going to apply powder to set her eyelid, and then I'm going to also apply eyeliner. And this eyeliner I'm using is a black shade of lippy from My Cheek lip palette. I just use that as a substitute because you know it works of course. So that's it, guys. And then for mascara, I'm going in with Kiss Beauty mascara to pull out her lashes a little bit. So right now I'm just going to highlight using this highlighter from Zaron eyeshadow palette, and then I'm highlighting her cheekbones, her forehead, and underneath her jaw. So that is what I am doing, guys. So like I said, you mustn't follow all these steps. You can skip some as long as your makeup is coming out really beautiful and natural. This makeup didn't take me too much time. Like we did this in less than 40 minutes, and I know 40 minutes is even too much if you skip some steps. So right now I'm also going to use that highlighter to highlight her nose so that it comes out really nice. So I discovered that the sides of her nose, the bridge was too dark, so I had to go in with a shade of powder that looks a little bit lighter and won't make that side of her nose, the bridge of her nose, look too dark. So I just blended everything and it came out more beautiful than how it was looking before. So for blush, I'm using this eyeshadow palette from Violet Vase eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply that blush right here where you can see me do it. This step is also not compulsory. You can skip it if you're running out of time, because of course it's a natural glam. But if you want something more like outstanding and popping, you can do these steps. So I'm going to highlight the inner corner of her eye, this part that you can see me do, just to make the makeup come out, like to make it pop and to make it outstanding. So you guys can see already what the makeup looks like, and you can see from her reaction that she really likes it. She wanted something really calm and natural. So I'm going to also highlight underneath her cheekbone with this My Cheek powder palette, just to, you know, make her cheekbone come out, like to make it pop the most. So that's it, guys. And then for setting spray, I'm using Zickel setting spray. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that it has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment in the comment section. If you've not watched my previous videos, please do that, because you're going to learn lots and lots of amazing stuff. Thank you all for watching. I do hope that you have learned a lot. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bye.